Hey guys, Chris from Tillman Family Farms. We have not really had a ton of project type things going on here lately, so I really hadn't done very many videos. But today I wanted to catch you guys up on all the pig activity on the farm, what the plans are for each group of pigs, and just kind of where we're at on that, and kind of talk to you about how we're projecting our next year, and we'll just kind of go from there. But we're going to take the walking tour. We're going to go out and see the big pigs. We're going to see the different groups of piglets and how they're doing, and we'll show you where we've got Rip, our boar, now. And that was a whole nother fiasco. Should have had the camera rolling for that one. Y'all take a walk with me. A little shot of the cows as we walk towards the pigs. We're just chilling this morning, getting ready for a little rain shower that we're supposed to have. Cows are always fun. I love to watch these guys. So this is a feeder group. There are 14 in here. These guys, most of them are pushing 225 to probably 275 maybe. Growing really well. There's a couple of scragglers in there that are growing a little slower, but for the most part, everybody's growing really, really well. And they'll be getting moved one more time. We have dates for these guys starting in December, and I think the last ones will probably be gigantic. We pushed them out a little bit further than what I was wanting to do because we couldn't get processing dates, but they will go out to, I think, February. So that's these guys. They came all the way down through there and have come back, and they're going to be moving to this section, and then probably that section, and then they'll maybe come this way before they get out of here. So we do some hunting in the back there, so I wanted to get them moved away from back there so it didn't mess with that activity. But piggies. This is the oldest feeder group on here. So let's go check out some piglets. I know that's what y'all want to see, is piglets. The training pen. So there are 10 in here. This was a litter of 13. They've probably been in this training pen a little too long. We've had a lot of things going on, and we just have not had the opportunity to. We like to clean up a lot of the big limbs and things like that out through there before we turn the pigs loose in it, so that they don't get it into the netting or the fencing or whatever's out there. So we're going to do that throughout this week, and they'll be turned out next week. But anyway, these guys are doing really, really good. We're actually going to be building a feeder, a farm builder feeder out of an IBC tote over the next couple of weeks too, for this group, because we're going to be running 2 groups of feeders. So we got the big metal bulk feeder that you probably saw with those other pigs out there, and then I need a big bulk feeder for these guys. So, but that's this group. They're doing great. They're about 11, 12 weeks old. So doing good. So this is Rip. He's the boar. He is 13 months old. You can see how he's standing next to that 55-gallon drum, that he's a large fellow. Anyhow, we have him separated over here because him and the girls are very, very interested in each other right now, and we are not ready for that again. So we separated them yesterday, and let me tell you, that was a fiasco. We had them separated by some electric netting, and he was respecting the wire really, really good, but let me tell you, the 2 girls, they should be working at a brothel, because they busted through and chased him down trying to get a little action. And luckily, after an extremely heated discussion between my wife and I, we were able to get them separated. We had the pen built, but we just hadn't gotten the move made yet. So anyhow, that's Mr. Rip. That's the boar. He's the one that's kicking out all these beautiful piglets. All right, so let's talk about this paddock that I'm standing in right now. So this is what we consider our farrowing paddock. It doesn't always work out that way. We had a group that we had pushed into another paddock that we let farrow in there this year, and we moved our catch system around for piglets and things like that, which it's all made to be portable, so it wasn't that big a deal. But this is primarily where we like for that to happen. This paddock is about a 1/4 acre maybe, and it's permanently fenced. It has electric wire on the inside of it. We have a shelter back down here that we can bed down for them. They're not confined to it, but this is where we like for it to happen. So let's go check out these guys, and I'll show you or tell you how they all got in here, which is a funny story too. There's everybody down there at the bottom of the hill. There's a shelter I was talking about with pig barn. Hey, pig. All right, so all of the piglets in here belong to Lila and Gertrude. The last group of piglets we stopped at were Beth's. This is Beth right here in front, broadside to us. Gertrude is the larger black pig right there to the left, and then Lila is the other spotted pig over there. So Lila's has 6 right here, and I think Gertrude has 11 right here. So they are about, oh gosh, I don't know. Ooh, this wind. Maybe 4 to 5 days apart, I think. So they're gonna all grow right here together. We really can't wait to see these guys grow up, because they are all from a new boar, just like the other red pigs down there, and we're gonna see how well they do. These guys are just so dadgum cute, and they're so curious that they just keep moving closer and closer. So I'm gonna hang out and see if they'll actually come and introduce themselves. So maybe no introduction today, but man, I'm telling you, this is a good looking group of piglets. Oh gosh, 2 weeks old. So that little guy right there, he's a little chilly, but growing great. And this is Beth coming to check us out. Hey there, sweetheart. Don't bite me. All right, so we spent time seeing how cute all these guys are, and now let's talk about their future and the future of the farm and pork sales on the farm and what we plan to do. So if I'm not mistaken, there's 27 piglets on the ground. We had originally projected for this coming year that we needed to grow and process 24, which would have been 2 per month, but that was without doing our wholes and halves. So we have decided that we're gonna grow out all 27 of these, and we may still even have another litter, probably right around spring. We may run some of these guys back together so that we can kind of time our farrowing just right. But that's the plan right this minute. We're gonna grow all of these guys out here. We're gonna have processing dates to where we're trying to process and keep fresh inventory in every month to every other month, so that we don't end up with gaps. Even this year, being as prepared as we were, we still ended up with a gap that we didn't have enough stock to finish our market season strong. We did really well, and we did much better with it this year than we did last year, but in the earlier months of the markets, we also sold a lot more than what we did last year. So what we thought was gonna be able to help us keep up for the whole season ended up not being enough, which it would have been if it had projected just like what last year did. But growth, growth is a good thing. So it was good. But anyhow, that's what the plan is for these guys. We're going to hold these girls off from rip for quite some time. Everybody needs a break. The next one will probably be Fiona. She's the youngest one over there. They will probably go together over, I don't know, maybe 2 months from now. But that's the plan. That's where we're at. A lot of pigs on the ground here right now, most that's ever been here. Actually, it's probably the most animals that's ever been here on this farm, between the 21 cows, the pigs. There's a bunch of chickens. Of course, a lot of them are about to go. But anyhow, that's where we're at. I appreciate you guys watching. Love you guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing and watching all the videos. It's always a pleasure when we get all the great comments from you guys, all the questions. We've started having people come to markets just to see us and meet us. So it's been a very exciting year for us, and we appreciate that. But we're going to close this one down for now. We will see you on the next video.